Hi, everyone. I'm hoping that everyone can hear me. Before I go ahead and present and or introduce myself, I wanted to also honor our CTE Dean here at UH Maui College. Her name is Laura Lees Nagle. Laura. Hi, Laura. I actually, you know what, Nicole? Um,
Yeah.
I'll have Laura present because she's such an amazing person and she's truly the backbone of pulling all of these things together, and really about changing how Maui College services our community, because we don't only service people who want to get a degree, and we really want our community to know that we are open for everyone, and you don't have to feel like you have to be degree seeking. We're here to help train our community and welcome everyone with open arms. So that being said, Laura, would you rather share screen yourself, or Laura, if you can share?
Sure, this is fine. We can just do this way. Well,
Okay.
aloha everyone. Laura Lees Nagle, Dean of Career and Technical Education here at Maui College. And I see a lot of great familiar faces and partners here. So nice to see you all. So you can go to the next slide. I thought just as a quick 101, sometimes we're always stuck in our own lingo, but just so folks know, we basically have three types of trainings here at UHMC in education. We have apprenticeship, we have the certificate, associate, and bachelor degrees track. And then we have this third type of short-term trainings. So I actually have on this every slide, the QR code in the corner, you'll see it at each slide. It's the same QR code and link. And basically this is to be added to an email list that gets updates on workforce trainings related to construction, whether it's apprenticeship, certificate, or short term. So we'll just wanted to plug that as we're going. So we can go to the next slide. So we do tons of workforce trainings, but I think we're here today really just to talk about the trades and construction really in particular. We've been really lucky recently. We've have some funds to help support both the learners and the instructors and the supplies and equipment that are required to really boost and support these types of trainings. So for apprenticeship training, I think some of the folks here have already shared a little bit about that, and I see Shane here as well. So you guys are familiar with that track, so I won't talk too much about that. But those are the trade specific and usually in partnership with our union or industry partners. The second is our construction technology. So this is the degree program that we offer that's related to construction. It is an Associate of Applied Science, which is 2 years. We also have certificates. Those can be about 1 year, and we have 3 concentrations. So what's interesting about a construction technology Associates of Applied Science is that it's really for a generalist. It's someone who's exploring. We have 3 tracks. One is building and construction. The second is facilities mechanical, and the third is facilities management. And we do have partnerships with University of Hawaii, West Oahu, so that folks could then pursue a bachelor's later on in that same track. The third type of training is the short-term trainings, and this is sort of like everything in between.
I rubbing off on you or something?
I'm sorry?
Something I would have done.
We have we also have these short-term trainings that can be employer sponsored, so we can really design them specifically with an employer, or they're really just for the community members who might not be in a degree program or apprenticeship, but maybe they want to get on that track. So we can go to the next slide.
Laura, can I stop you and ask you to go through this apprenticeship training? We had that in our first webinar, and I'm not sure if these folks are familiar with this. So if you could just explain that also, that'd be great.
Oh, sure. Okay. And Shane's here. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but I was just going to speak generally about it, which is that generally it's the 3 to 5 years apprenticeship training. It is, as I said, trade specific. So we have partnerships with the Carpenters Union, District 50, Electrical, so IBEW. Actually, I do have some of those names on the next slide.
Oh, super. Okay.
Yeah.
Go there?
But maybe while we do that, we can maybe Shane, you can jump in and tell us a little bit about just if you want to give a 101 on apprenticeship training here at Maui College.
Well, Shane's going to be speaking in a little bit. So
oh, perfect.
Right
okay.
after you. So, thank you, though. I appreciate that.
Okay. So so here are some of the examples of getting into the specifics. So all of those first 4 pre-apprenticeship, those are connected. So when they're pre-apprenticeship, they're still with us in the quote unquote short-term training because they're sort of a ladder into the union. But those are 4 of the pre-apprenticeship trainings that we are trying to or are already scheduled for this year. So you'll see we have pre-apprenticeship with carpentry, training and internship. This is with our Carpenters Union, and we have our next class is going to be September 9th through November 1. These are typical. So in this particular format, we do a 6-week instruction and then 2-week internship. Funding is included. They treat you like it's a work day. So it's 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. You're expected to be there 5 days a week. I've had some calls about that. They say, do I have to be there every day? It's like a job. So they're really trying to get you in the door and trained to be in that mindset. And then you do have direct entry into the Carpenters Union as part of it at the end. So it's a really amazing footstep into that trade. We are very excited that we are working with these other groups to schedule it out this year. So with the plumbers, with District 50 and with electrical. So we're really excited to hear more about those, and we'll share those schedules. If you do get connected to this QR code or this survey, we email everybody as we add more classes. We also have a batch of classes that are much more short term. So these are, for example, the Intro to Building Maintenance with Plumbing, Electrical, and Appliances. I'm going to start with that one. This is one that we developed. Mike Young, our apprenticeship coordinator, he really worked with Hale Mahaolu to really see what are the skills that are needed. It was some basic construction, a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of electrical, a little bit of appliance, ones that their workers could really benefit to kind of get this holistic overview. That was a 2-week training. We worked specifically with them to make sure it was the right curriculum. And then we had their workers attend that training. It was what we call a closed course just for them. So we have modified that a bit, and we have this Intro Building Construction. So this is a class that we are holding right now. We're going to hold several more of them. It's a 1-week class. What they're doing with this particular class is they're building sheds. So they can do everything from framing, flooring, roofing, siding. We're even squeaking in a little painting when we can. And then those sheds are actually donated to folks who were impacted by Lahaina and Kula wildfires. So that's another part of the program. But what we were able to do with these types of classes is to have these short, just really basic construction 101. And from that, we've also been asked, and we are setting up in the process of setting up some intro to electrical, intro to plumbing. We want to be really clear that these types of classes are enough information so people understand, oh, wait, I can't actually do my own electrical. That does require professionals, but enough so that folks can understand basically what, the basics. We also have some exciting classes coming up with Intro to Building Automated Management Systems Service Technicians. So things that you might be working with the HVAC systems or fire or security. So pretty specialized, but again, a little bit more open for service technicians. And then we have ongoing certifications like OSHA 10, CPR for first aid and construction, forklift, and so on. So we're always excited to partner with employers. So if you know somebody who wants to get that going for your particular place of employment, we're happy to do that as well. But we also have them open for the community. All of these courses are tuition free. So that we are able to support people through the classes, and we can also provide supplies. And then finally, we have our semester-long classes, which are typically with our certificate and degree programs, but we are so excited to be able to offer tuition assistance. And these are our intro to blueprint reading, for example, intro to plumbing, intro to electrical, and intro to painting and decorating, just to name a few. And these ones, as you can see, they will be, for example, intro to blueprint reading, Mondays 9 to 12, so once a week for the rest of this semester, or intro to plumbing, or intro to electrical, sorry, that's the evening one, Wednesdays 5 to 9. So that can work a little bit better sometimes with people who are working. But that's it. We have a bunch of really exciting things. As you can see, a lot of them are still being in development. And so that's why we encourage folks who are interested, share the QR code and the link, pass it along, because that's really how we get the most updated information. And that's all I have. Looking forward to any questions you might have.